What's up? What's up? Rebel War Pig coming here live from the very dirty studio. It's been a very busy few days, well, actually week since the Louisiana RetroCon in Gonzales, Louisiana. So I'm here, not working on a commission piece, but working on something that I've been kind of throwing together. It's like a shadow tribute. But yeah, just kind of as people come in, if anybody comes in to watch, we'll just be adding some fine details, you could say, minor details, major details, whatever the case may be. Going to be adding a little bit of extra pizzazz to this piece, getting it ready for whoever may be the lucky one to buy this. So if any of you know any specific Shadow fans, share this video so they can check out some of this artwork that I've been working on. My name is Lance, brand name is Rebel War Pig Design, and I am a artist slash father, disabled veteran. I wear many hats. The one I'm most recently taking up full-fledged is my love and ability for painting. If you've been on the channel before, thank you for coming back. But if you're new to the channel, I do a lot of kind of like satisfying art videos, time-lapse. I'll do some live streams, and then kind of doing a little bit of everything, really. Like I said, here's a piece that I'm just kind of, I don't really know what's going to happen with the rest of this one. I'm just kind of coming up with some stuff as I go. I had the pleasure and the privilege of meeting some amazing people this past weekend here in Gonzales, Louisiana. At the Louisiana RetroCon, I got to meet actually the original voice actor of Shadow the Hedgehog, Mr. David Humphrey. So it was a pleasure to meet one of my childhood voices, heroes, I guess you could say, at the RetroCon. It was just pretty amazing to meet one of the voices to one of the video games that I played a lot in my childhood. What's up, Fortnite God? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Here I'm just kind of doing a continuation of this Shadow the Hedgehog somewhat tribute painting. So if you like what you see, be sure to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of different types of art, but lately I've been really diving into canvas work, and I have found that I am, I do a lot of Posca kind of creations. Thank y'all for the likes. I do a lot of like Posca marker creations, kind of comic style art, anime style art, but recently I've been getting into canvas painting, and I seem to have a knack for it. Fortnite God, let me give a shout out to Fortnite God. Go follow him, go subscribe to his channel. He's trying to get to 50 stubs to stream live. So come on, we got 11 people in here. Let's get 11 people. Once I'm done with the stream, Fortnite God, I'm gonna go and give you a subscribe. So if we got 11 people in here, come on, let's help him out. Go ahead and get subscribed to his channel. I'm a small creator myself, so I know the struggles in the beginning of building a community. So that's what's so unique and awesome about this this platform. Absolutely, Fortnite God, no worries, man, no worries. So this is just a little bit of some of the things that I've been working on. Here's my Knuckles the Echidna 12x12 paintbrush canvas that I've done, and I'm actually nicknaming it, I'm gonna fix it, but I'm nicknaming it Cheeto Puffs Knuckles, because a viewer actually commented on I think TikTok, or it was on Instagram, not Instagram, YouTube, sorry. that he looked like he just ate a bag of Cheetos, and now I can't unsee it, which is actually pretty accurate. Not meant to be that way. It was one of the pictures that I used, but hey, Cheeto Puffs Knuckles, everybody. I love the art. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Definitely want to try to help out the smaller, channels as they come in, as I'm working to build my brand and further my brand. Like I said, a little bit about, here's another Sonic paintbrush painting. A lot of these are on my personal Facebooks and stuff like that, all for sale. And also I do take commission work, so keep me busy. And I'll even go live stream to paint some of your stuff if you want. And here's a Supersonic, and then I'll get back to what I'm actually doing here. So I appreciate the 3 people that liked the video and the 4 people that are here in the chat. Very much appreciated. All the views and the likes and just the interactions with these streams and just the videos, they really do help out a lot. So I do appreciate everybody. And like I said, Fortnite God, I'm gonna help you out, man. Like, that's what these little that's what these streams and a bunch of these different like connecting with other smaller streamers and just YouTube content creators is all about, is just kind of coming together and just building that community. And I met some really awesome individuals this past weekend that have a really awesome show. It's called the Rushmore Show, and they talk about anything from sports, music, food, video games, nostalgia, art, bunch of different things. And they do this bit where they talk about your top 4 in these specific categories and nothing more. And it's their catchy little deal, and I love it. So go check them out. Tell them Rebel War Pig Design sent you. They're some really good guys. But yep. Let's see. So this is a piece that I kind of started working on a few days ago. Like I said, just got back from the Louisiana RetroCon event. It was Sonic the Hedgehog themed. So naturally, before the event, I've been creating and drawing and painting all kinds of Sonic specific art, paintings, anything and everything that you could think of as far as Sonic goes. Even as far as doing some 3D printing. I have a 3D printer, well, 2 3D printers, and I've been creating a bunch of Sonic stuff. So but right now I'm just this piece, I'm just kind of going with the flow. It started as just shadow in the center, and then I do have unimpressed shadow, super shadow there, and then a little bit more of a Sonic Mania variation of shadow in paint. And I mean, these I use see if I can get the leg back down. There we go. So these I use a combination of acrylic paint. I sketch everything out first. I get some good solid line work down. And yeah, just get the sketch in, and then I start kind of layering my paint. I started doing the paintbrush more, and but there's a bit of Posca markers kind of mixed in here as well. Actually, the super shadow on this portrait is actually, I did that one with Posca markers, and then from there I started to add some extra details with the paintbrush and stuff. So, but how's everybody doing today? It's Friday, so that's exciting. I'm sure some people are. I'm sure that's everybody's kind of waiting for Friday, so here we are. So what's everybody doing up to this weekend? Let's see. The cute Blarit, if I'm saying that right. The art kind of looks cool, not gonna lie. Hey, I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. This is just kind of, I don't know. This one is just, a lot of the times I just come up with, I'm just kind of doing random things to see kind of what I can come up with, and then from there let the creative juices flow, and then I just see what works, and then I do what I can until till somebody decides they want to, you know, commission me for a specific piece. Because I am taking commissions for canvas paintings, regular paintings, just kind of whatever anybody's wanting, honestly. I'm about to do a portrait for a couple that actually purchased a very big purchase from me this past weekend. I do these custom made or like hand painted custom wall controllers, like the wood controllers. They're just wall hangers. I did one like that. Now I had it already almost fully completed, but it just happened to be what this guy really wanted, so we're making it happen. I'm delivering it to him tomorrow because I had a few little details to finish. But yeah, it was pretty exciting. Especially, I don't know, how many of y'all are Sonic fans in the chat, but I mean, who's not a Sonic fan? Let's be honest. Like, Sonic's goated. Just the whole series, the whole franchise. Anyway, like I mentioned earlier, I got the pleasure of meeting 4 of the original voice actors from that era in time as far as Sonic video games go. And those are none other than, we had Ryan Drummond for Sonic the Hedgehog from Sonic Adventure 2, and a few others. They had Mike Pollock, Dr. Eggman, David Humphreys is the original voice of Shadow, and then we also had Scott Dreyer, who is the Knuckles voice actor for Knuckles. So it's just a really, really unique and a humbling, weekend experience, being able to meet in person some of the people that I spent, it's crazy because it's like I spent hours with these people and never met them in person, and finally getting to meet them in person, it was just like really such a surreal experience of meeting people that you've heard your entire childhood but never actually met in person. And now, I'm an older adult. I'm in my mid-30s with my kids of my own that enjoy the same kind of genres that I do, and it was a treasure to be able to meet my childhood, some of my most fond memories of playing Sonic. I mean, my cousin and I used to play that game just all the time. I mean, we played so many different games, but Sonic was the biggest one for us, and especially Sonic Adventure 2. So, I mean, the crew that was there for this event was really just right up our alley. That was our childhood in a nutshell. So, it was a pleasure. It was really, really cool. So, but yeah, just kind of, let's see, working on a few different things. Got some, got to go get some supplies. Like I said, I'm be actually working on some commission pieces this weekend. Also working to finish up some of the other stuff that I just kind of been working on. I got a lot of different kind of irons in the fire, if you will, which is, if anybody is an artist in this chat, you know that there's always another project to work on, and we like to not fully finish what we're working on and move on to something else, and then we have all this other stuff to just kind of catch up on. So this will be my last kind of, I have to be more strategic about what I paint moving forward, just because I do have some different interesting, some like commission pieces coming up, and just different things like that. So, but definitely want to ask or kind of keep the chat open to taking, like information and you know, kind of see what kind of stuff would you like, you guys, gals in the chat, like to see me paint. I typically just try to paint what I think is gonna be pretty cool to paint, but you know, I built a lot of this channel off of YouTube Shorts. So, and like I said, if you're not subscribed and you think the art's pretty cool, and you'd like to see more, I definitely would, you know, subscribe to the channel, hit all the notifications, go and check out some of my most recent YouTube Shorts. But I do plan to do some more long form, more engaging content because I do want to build a community. And a while back I was doing more streaming, and that's kind of what that was the idea, and the thought process was to stream more, but have a flow of posting my videos because I want to build a network, a community of people that, you know, just who like to watch somebody randomly paint and just talk and just basically have a good time. I mean, this is pretty much my full-time job, full-time gig. I'm a disabled veteran, so I don't work typically a regular job. So I do some other work that's, it gives me the flexibility, and when it's some type of, you know, sales position, that when I do sell and make a commission, it's worth my while, and it allows me the time freedom to still spend time with my kids and to create some pretty awesome art. So definitely looking to push this brand really far this year. Like I said, made some really neat connections this past weekend, so I'm definitely going to be on some podcast here soon. I'm actually should be going on the Rushmore show here in a few months when we go into nostalgia. We talk about nostalgic video games and different stuff like that. I may bring into nostalgia video art, since I'm an artist and I like painting pretty pictures. So, but yeah, it's just kind of hanging out. If anybody got any questions about anything, just feel free to jump in the chat and ask questions. I'm working to build my, I mean, ultimately, I'll be honest, you know, as a creator and doing YouTube for the year and a half or so that I've been doing it, obviously one of the goals is to be able to monetize, to start earning some type of income from the channel. So obviously that's part of my goal, but my goal is not just to make money from this channel. My goal is to start to get paid, put back into the channel, but I want to build a platform that is fun for people to come and hang out and watch art and like really progress this brand through the community, because this channel is nothing without y'all, and I would much rather serve people through conversations and just getting to know people, and just create some really interesting pieces of art and have all of you, you know, along for the ride. And I mean, I really want to do some, especially when I can get to, well, even before, I'd like to do get some interaction from the chats, and also from some community posts. What I want to do is get some feedback from the viewers on what do y'all want to watch me paint, and have y'all pick like a theme or a specific like character. Maybe it'll just be one big, you know, like a collage. I want to get into doing some big collage pieces. My big thing moving into this year is going very bold, very big. So like this canvas is a 20 by 24 canvas, and this is the biggest canvas piece that I've ever painted on, drawn on. So I'm taking some big steps this year. So yeah, just kind of grow as an artist and become better at just speaking as I paint, and just kind of want to be interactive. I want to create an environment of interaction with people. And if you're here just watching and you don't want to really interact, that's okay too. If you're just coming here, honestly, if you're coming here to just kind of relax and watch me throw paint on here, I'm good with that too. Thanks for being here. I'm kind of like the Cajun, I guess you could say, because I'm from South Louisiana, so we got Cajun country down here. So maybe I'm like the Cajun Bob Ross, but I don't have all the cool hair that Bob Ross has because I have no hair. I started losing my hair at 22 years old before I joined the Marine Corps. So say Bob Ross got me beat, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of, this, piece just started out as Shadow himself in the middle. And then, I don't know, I'm just trying to like find different things. I was just kind of like thinking about different things to add to fill the space because I don't want just big old random white spots of nothing there. So, but I'm going to add some maybe some other variations of shadow. So I mean, if y'all have any ideas, please feel free to throw them in the comments, in the chat. I'll check them, and typically I think I can do pretty much anything. I mean, if we put our minds to it, right, we can do it. We can do anything. So, so yeah, I don't know. I added the spray paint. I do like the kind of it almost makes it like a glow because I do want to get and invest in an airbrush in the future, so that I can make that nice brush look and make it kind of blend in. But I mean, I can still achieve some of that with paintbrush. Just a little bit more skill, a little bit more work, but I'm finding my style here, to be honest. Like, I don't really know what my style is fully, because for the longest time, all I did was paint with Posca markers. And just recently, leading up to this RetroCon that I just did, picked up the paintbrush and I was like, you know what? Let me try something. So just really quick, I'll show you what I ended up painting for the first time ever on a big on a big canvas. But here was a piece that I did 2-3 weeks ago. I took a still shot from the Sonic 3 movie and I just did my best version of shadow and paintbrush. So that's what kick-started me into this whole painting, doing paintbrush work on canvas, and then kind of, I'm not moving away from Posca markers because I love what you can do with them, but I'm definitely just kind of diving into paint on canvas work to progress me and move me forward and kind of give me the flexibility to do some different things. So yeah, now I'm going, like they say, go big or go home. Well, I'm home already, so I might as well go big and be at home. So, get some metallics. So we're in the process of figuring out we're putting a vote together for what the next RetroCon event will be, because RetroCon it's originated in Houma, Louisiana, which is my hometown, and I think they do 2 events a year. This was my first one. They do 2 events a year. They do a winter and a summer event. And then Davey Lusco, the director, who actually found me to get me in this show, he's a big Sonic fan, big retro fan. I mean, that's what the whole show is about. It's getting all these, retro video games, artists, comic books, just Funko Pops, like anything and everything that you would find at your typical Comic Con, and gets them all together in one building at the Lamar Dixon Center in Gonzales, and pulls off getting some of the voice actors, and we even had a guy by the name of Barry Evans, and if anybody here is really familiar with like Sonic history or just Sonic current news and stuff like that, Barry is the Guinness Book of World Records holder for the largest Sonic collection in the entire world. So I had the pleasure of meeting him and his wife, and actually his best friend stopped into the show, actually surprised Barry there. And it was just really cool. And I mean, for me, a personal thing that kind of happened with Barry was he actually purchased one of my canvases, made my first sale of the day with Barry, and it put me in the positive from what my booth cost was. And just from there on out, the whole day was just a whirlwind, and there was so many people, and it was just amazing. But he he bought that, and he's putting it in his room with all his memorabilia. So I'm like honored to have a piece of my art be in a room that's full of history in the Sonic world. So just a really, really cool, humbling experience. So yeah. But if anybody wants to start it off, where is everybody at from the chat? Like where are we coming from? Where are we tuning in from? Like I said, I'm down South Louisiana, on the bayou, pretty much, close to. Born and raised here, lived here all my life. Left for the Marine Corps in 2011 and came back home in 2016, and my wife and I had our first child in 2016. My daughter, who's 8 years old now, and man, time flies. It goes too fast. So definitely make sure to hug your loved ones and enjoy the time you have on this planet, because it does not last long. They say it all the time, that life goes by in a blink of an eye, and you want to take in every moment, especially when you have kids. Having kids, it really makes you realize how fast time goes. When you're a kid, it's not a big deal. You're just like, whatever, You're just like, I got my entire life, which is true. I mean, you got a lot of time when you're young, but even when you get into your teenage years and then you start getting into early 20s and stuff like that, life comes at you quick. Life smacks you in the face, and then it's like, welcome to the real world. So, but I grew up drawing, painting, and all those years I grew up drawing, and I didn't really paint as much or at all, because like I think I mentioned it, but it's only about 2 weeks ago that I actually really started giving my full effort to paint with paintbrush, because before that it was just all Posca markers and stuff like that, which ain't nothing wrong with that, because I love my Posca markers, but it was just I did that one thing, and I just started using paintbrush and started creating these bigger pieces, and that's kind of my theme for the year. Is I'm going big. We're gonna do as many big pieces as we possibly can. Try to sell my art this year. I sell locally and online, but I'm using like Facebook and stuff. But I want to build my website to where I have a legitimate official website that people can go and purchase my art specifically. And then also, big thing I need, big things going forward, because I'm really trying to progress this brand to be legitimate I need to like get art prints made of my artwork, and really kind of have the full effect. I got a few pieces of art that I'd like to throw on some t-shirts and make some stickers, and I mean, all the things that you kind of have to do to even be competitive in today's market, because everybody just does everything. I mean, this channel, these videos, I record everything myself and I edit them. When I do record, I'm not the best editor, but I do like the process of learning how to do these different tasks and also skills that help kind of push this brand forward. But I mean, I'm so early in this that I can't even afford to pay somebody if I wanted to. But okay, let's see. I'm gonna kind of just talk about, I guess since we're talking about, or I'm painting shadow, we'll just kind of continue on talking about Sonic specifically. So if anybody's got any insight or they want to chime in, just throw it in the chat. I try to respond. I mean, when I have nobody in there, I can respond to every single chat, but sometimes I've been in chats where there was some that I couldn't even catch. So I would have to say, I think I said it earlier, but my favorite Sonic genre or Sonic game would be Sonic Adventure 2. Just because, and I guess this kind of ties into the nostalgia of the game and the age that I am now, and my kids are starting to get into the age where, well, I mean, my son's 5, but he's absolutely obsessed with Sonic, and it's just really cool to see, the stuff from my childhood is carrying over to him. So that's pretty neat. But Sonic Adventure 2, probably my favorite variation of Sonic. I like number 1. Number 1's pretty cool too. Played a lot of number 1. I mean, that was my original introduction. Because, see, here's the thing. Like, so I had pretty much had every single game console except for Sega. Sega, before the Dreamcast, Sega was one system that I just had nothing to do with. Had no Genesis, no nothing, and I really wanted it for the sole fact of Sonic the Hedgehog. And we had Nintendo. We're a Nintendo family. But I wanted to play Sonic, so my cousin, he had a Genesis. I'm pretty sure he had a Genesis, and I can remember going to his house, and that was where I'd get my Sonic fixes, with him at his house. And then as time goes on and consoles upgrade, when we finally got to when Dreamcast came out, I was able to finally get a taste of Sonic in the flesh, but on a much more updated graphics and storyline and just whole new system. It was really cool to see. But I remember getting stuck a lot on Sonic Adventure also. Like the first one, because it was more like, it wasn't, they definitely made number 2 more linear, to where, you didn't really have a choice of where to go. Sonic Adventure 1, they had more of a open world kind of feel to it. They gave you a little bit more freedom with where you went. So it kind of like, it definitely made, I can remember there was times where, oh man, this kind of messed up. I didn't need to do it. There was times where I can remember being really confused, like where I needed to go and what I needed to do to kind of complete the next part of the mission. So, and I think my cousin actually showed me, and I looked up the videos for it, but that was one game I never actually got Supersonic in. Which some of the, I mean, I played the Game Boy. Sonic Advance was one that I played a lot of, so that was one of my favorite. But and actually, when I did the little Rushmore interview at the Comic Con, that was one of my answers was Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Advance, and then more recently, kind of throwing back access to the old games with Sonic Mania, because you got a bunch of different games on one mega game, so it was just kind of cool to go back and play that big selection of games, kind of like the Super Mario series back in the day, where there was a Super Mario World and they had so many different variations and different iterations of the game. So it was just really cool. And look, y'all, if I'm talking way too much, just say something. I usually don't say a whole lot in my streams unless I have people kind of asking questions and stuff like that. What up, Rushmore? Just talking about. I'm actually watching a recap of the RetroCon. Kind of talking to some people, maybe talking to myself, but working on just speaking on camera while I'm working on this new piece. Last night was a treat. I'm very excited to continue watching your episodes and kind of go back and watch some of the older pieces, and I look forward to the weekly shows. That was really, really cool. I enjoyed it. Definitely gonna have more time set aside to be able to. I mean, I was in the chat the entire time, but towards the end, I was just kind of there, just existing, kind of getting some things done, helping the wife get some stuff ready for get the kids ready for bed. But I was still there, kind of listening and just tuning in. So I definitely love the interaction, and man, I'm excited for y'all in the channel. Like, y'all are gonna do great. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is just a new piece kind of throwing together, like a shadow tribute. Shadow tribute. I'm just kind of really just throwing something together. There's no real rhyme or reason. Oh, no worries, man. I appreciate you dropping in just for the time that you have. Like, with it, watch time, and then just the interaction. I mean, I'm working on talking to more people and just trying to be more interactive in streams and stuff to make it more fun. So can't wait to have you on. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm gonna start. So with watching some of y'all previous nostalgia playlists, I'm gonna start thinking about the topic now, months in advance. That way, that way we can roll right into it and I have a lot of time to prep for it. And because after watching last night's show, it's impressive the amount of, I know there was a lot of prep work done on everybody's part, because I mean, it's just the give and take, between each person, but definitely got to have the homework done to be able to, go into in depth and detail on what you're kind of talking about and showing. So, but yeah, community is everything. And that's what I've been kind of the message I've been sending to people that pop in and out, like the video. Oh, and if you, no, y'all are great, man. Y'all are awesome. I love it. It's been a real treat, and it's just been such a blessing from God, you know, with the like I kind of spoke to you at the con with Davey finding my artwork and then being, just being so open and like welcoming, like, dude, you need to be in this show. Came up with the money and just, I mean, the rest is history. And I was able to meet you fine gentlemen and just all the people that me and Emily talked to that day. It was just awesome. Yeah, I remember you saying that, how you use ChatGPT, kind of give you a lot of what you need to kind of go off of, and that definitely helps kind of cut some of the prep work, but I do commend y'all because I know even still using AI, Chat GPT, still got a lot of prep work that goes into um, just the preparation, just making sure you're ready for your part. And I mean, I know for y'all as, you know, youth pastors and stuff like that, that just kind of helps you in the ministry and speaking to these younger guys, older. I mean, doesn't matter what age group. It's just awesome. So I love it. I love all of it, and that's what I say. This whole weekend and this whole last few months, well, every day is a blessing and a gift from God. But just the way all these interactions kind of came about, I'm very humbled and thankful to be a part of it all, and I'm definitely excited to be on the show and just tune in every week, man. Like growing our individual communities, growing our communities together, growing the faith, growing our relationship. That's what Emily and I were just talking about. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's a good kind of like little. I've used ChatGPT a little bit, actually for stuff for like YouTube for, some search words and like keywords and just search terms and different things like that. And it's really good at helping to narrow down like exactly what you're looking for, and then you can kind of go off of that. So I'm gonna pick my top. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go back and look at this because it's just some really good information. Because I mean, look, the way y'all have everything set up, like, no, you're good, man. You're good. No worries. No, I mean the way y'all have everything like going and set up, like y'all should. This show is gonna be elevated to a level, um, beyond the imagination, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I mean, y'all have y'all put a lot of work into to get to where you are because I know as a small streamer and just a small channel and content creator, it's a grind to get to what you need to monetize. I mean, and for me, I'm still not there yet, just because a lot of my early success with subscribers and videos just came from realistically one YouTube short that popped off like a year and a half ago. And but it's the consistency part too. I've gone periods of not really posting a whole lot, and after this whole weekend, I mean, it's just been like, okay, I know what I need to do. There was a lot of, confusion on my path because I was supposed to go become a physician assistant, being a disabled veteran. It kind of pushed me in a different direction, and I just got back into my art and just been, kind of asking God for that guidance to kind of where do I need to go. And there's been a lot of times of confusion. I've gone through a lot of hard times with that, but realistically after this weekend and just seeing everybody and interacting with everybody and meeting y'all, it's just like, okay, like I know where my place is. I know where I'm going and I know where I need to go. And there's still going to be confusion and uncertainty because, things change as we move in our walk, but I have a much clearer picture of what I'm supposed to be doing and where I'm going, and God's given me a gift, in my art, and that's what I'm furthering. And oh, no worries, I do all that from my phone, the graphics and videos. See, so I'm gonna have to. I want to get with y'all on and just kind of, you know, because I love y'all layouts, I love y'all intros, just the way everything you have it. To me, it's like it's pretty amazing. And I mean, I do everything from my phone too. I do have a nice camera that that we have from my wife, but I gotta I gotta sit and learn it a little bit more, and also just kind of, it. I feel like so far doing everything from my phone, I can just video my record my videos, and then being that everything's on my phone, I can just go straight into the slicer on my phone, edit my videos, and then I can upload straight to YouTube from my phone. It makes it so much more convenient. But I mean, for me, it's just going to be kind of trial and error with some different types of graphics and some of the editing software. So I definitely want to kind of pick y'all brain or kind of see what stuff y'all use and kind of what helps y'all out, because I definitely want to continue to make good videos and make some longer videos. But yeah, I'm working to. Yeah, just trying to make the production better. Um, and like I said, I'm trying to start these streams, and I'll get a better schedule. I need to just have a schedule to where no matter what, I have this day we're streaming. But it's like for me, with your show needs to be a little bit more planned out, because you have guests and you have specific topics. Which I could do something. I mean, really, I could do something similar to where I have a scheduled, like, okay, I'm gonna have a stream this night, and although I can just pop up any time of the day and start painting, like I'll have a schedule of the painting. It's kind of just gonna be whatever I'm gonna be painting that day, but I can have a specific topic to kind of cover and talk about. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, kind of dial that part in. But that's also kind of why I'm just gonna start painting and talking, so I'm comfortable speaking. I mean, been in public speaking in college, um, and I mean what I do for, I guess you could say, like regular work, is I do in-home, like direct sales. I sell Rainbow air purifier / vacuum. So I go in homes and I demo the machine, and we have a program to where people can, sign up to get a Rainbow for free, and they just do this program where we go and run demos for people. And that's kind of what I do when I'm not painting and when I'm not running my kids everywhere for school and this and that. So that's kind of what helps to pay the bills, um, outside of my disability. And I may have to pick up some other, like, regular work for a little while, but my main goal is to get my art brand and my commission, capacity up to where I stay busy painting, doing different commissions, and um, working to bring my wife home. I really would kind of like to homeschool our kids and stuff like that. So, but welcome for everybody who's kind of just joining in. I don't know if you've been. I see we got a few more people kind of hanging out. So we're just kind of chatting it up, painting, working on completing this shadow canvas. I'm gonna add some more stuff, like maybe graphics or characters, but it was just really plain with the white background. So trying to make it a little bit more interesting. So what I did earlier, before I jumped on the stream, was I took the different colors of the emeralds, and I had already had like a little shroud around it. Excuse me. But I've since gone and I've added little shots of spray paint, just to kind of give it a little bit of that glow effect. And I kind of like how it kind of makes the canvas glow a little bit. I took a toilet paper roll, or a paper towel roll, and I cut it down to like a really small size, and I was using that. As you can see, my hands got nothing but paint all over it, but I was holding that and then just trying to like narrow a spot where the spray paint would kind of focus itself on. Trying new things. There's so much I don't know everything about painting and drawing as I will never know, but I just kind of try new things. So, because I actually this weekend at that show I was at, I had a few people ask like if I was like school trained or if I ever took classes, which even at my skill level, I could probably benefit from some sort of art class. I mean, you always want to be moving forward, self improvement, but never actually took any classes other than okay. I mean, I take it back. I've taken some gifted talented. I was in the gifted talented program for art back in the day. So that was like some sort of instruction, but I only did it for a very short time because football, karate, baseball was calling my name, and I wanted to do the cool stuff. And for some reason, or just back then, art wasn't cool. And was I very wrong? Because if I had thought or known that I could develop and create like pieces like this, then I would have definitely stayed with it um, long term. So if anyone in here, whether it's one person, three people, no people, it doesn't matter. Somebody may listen to this stream. If you like to draw, or it doesn't have to just be drawing, if you like to paint, if you like to play music, if you like to sing, if it's something you enjoy doing, just do it. Like, don't stop. And I'm not even trying to sound like Nike right now, but like, I gave up doing that for years. And I don't try to live in the what ifs because we can't go back and change stuff. But based off of where I'm at now, because I've only been back creating for about 3 years, and if you'd have told me 3 years ago I'd be drawing and painting some of the stuff that I do, and I mean I don't toot my own horn. I know I got a lot to learn, and there's a lot better artists out there. So I try to take a few slices of humble pie when I can, but my wife likes to say that I'm a little too humble. It's not a bad thing. Thing is, I have confidence in my ability. I just don't want to be like too over the top when it comes to because I just know like from playing sports, being in the military, like there's always somebody better than you no matter what you're doing. So chew on that. But if you got some kind of skill, like be confident and thankful that you have that ability and just work really, really hard. Like for me to not draw for almost 20 years and then me to never actually use paintbrush to try and paint pictures and portraits and stuff. And now I'm able to do like this type of stuff. I mean, that was definitely taking a natural talent that I had, but it also took me a lot of work to get that out from where it was hidden. And I mean, as far as like painting with a paintbrush, that didn't happen until just recently. So, you know, you can almost fairly say that it's taken me 35 years or less, but enough of that time frame to figure out, hey, I can kind of paint the paintbrush. Let's see where this goes. So this year, a big goal of mine is to see just how far I can progress in the next 12 months in painting and any type of art that I have moving forward, and just keep pushing the bar higher. Because, like I said, I have some commissions that I'm working on pretty soon. Um, and it's just really cool to be able to create something that will be part of somebody's, hopefully their setup for the rest of their life. Especially as something as intimate as a painting, a couple's painting for Valentine's Day. Like that's a big deal. That's a, you know, a big holiday for a lot of people. So, you know, it's just pretty neat to be a part of. Um, to be able to be a part of that. All right. What else? What else? Call her back. Mi madre is calling. I will call her back in a few. Oh, I don't know what happened. Let's see. Oh, I want to add a little bit of silver right there. Let's see. Yeah, if you're ever in here and you want to drop a comment or want to, you know, interact, awesome. If not, well, sometimes I go and watch live streams, and a lot of times I don't interact. I'll be quite honest with you. So, if you're just chilling and you don't interact, you're not gonna offend me. Trust me, I'm all good. I'm here just trying to get some work done on this piece. I am just trying to brainstorm like what can I do next, because sometimes like some of these I don't really go in with a plan. Like this one, I mean, I did the shadow, and then I'm like, okay, I think it'd be kind of cool to add the emeralds around him. Okay, cool. Then I added the shadow emblem. Even went as far as adding some glitter paint to it, and then you know, then I added the kind of anime style super shadow, and then found a found a little little clip art of a, that's like a Sonic Mania variation of Shadow. So this one definitely no rhyme or reason, no specific type of you know, specifics, no direction really. Um, just kind of, this one was just kind of going with the flow, you know, going with the flow. Just trying to let it flow like Bob Ross. Watching. That dude was so funny. Like, yeah, he was such a good painter. Like, it's so crazy. Like, the type of stuff that he could create with his little like metal, like scraper looking thing. I mean, or whatever it was. But and I had to laugh because I was watching him, and he was talking about. He had a part where he was cleaning one of his brushes, and he's like, "Yeah, we use this some type of thinner, a little paint thinner to thin the paint off of the brush," and he starts smacking it against the table leg, and he's like, "And we just beat the devil out of it." And he just started laughing, and just like, this dude is something else. But his work was just phenomenal. Let's see, might add some. Go with some little finer detail. I'm gonna add this after the fact. It's all about the fine details. Like, that's one of the biggest things that I've learned on this whole journey of painting and drawing, is just trying to, you know, incorporate the smallest details that you can and they can make a huge difference in your overall um, painting, drawing, the outcome. You know, just I've done a few pieces where, like how I do things, I'll do it, and then I'll sit there and draw for so long, and I'm like, okay, I'm tired of looking at this. I'm done. Get my wife to kind of take a look at it, get her opinion on it, and then she'll give me her assessment and be like, okay, I think you need to do this, and then I don't always agree with her right away, but you know, I just got to learn to trust her because she's got a good eye for these things, and she's also fresh from, you know, not looking at it for the last few hours, so she can kind of see things where I can't. So then it's like, okay, you know, maybe you should do this right here, or lighten this up some, blend this color a little bit more, and then typically I can get it on the first or second try. You know, she'll give me feedback, and I kind of just take that and run with it, and voila, masterpiece. Not really, but um, yeah, this one's gonna be my biggest to date canvas. Um, I've pushed out some canvases in the last few weeks, so that's one of the biggest things that I've been focusing on for this last show that we just had, and it definitely pushed myself outside the comfort zone when it came to the canvas work, because I don't ever do not a whole lot of canvas work, but specifically paintbrush. And well, like I spoke on earlier, I just kind of surprised myself, surprised, I think it surprised a lot of people, but, or, I mean, some people may have just thought I had this ability, but I was the biggest one that was surprised, because I'm literally, if you'd have told me that I'd have been able to paint some of these things that I've done these last few weeks, I'd have been like, you're full of it, you know. But I'm enjoying the process of kind of finding who I am artistically, and probably just in general, because you know I've just gone from job to job, career, different things, never really knowing who I am, and a lot of that was just trying to find where I belong, but not really ever knowing where that was, and kind of getting lost along the way, and finding my way back. And I'll say this, it has been quite a journey these last few years, but it's one that I'll never take for granted. Most definitely will not forget, and I'm thankful to have gone through some of the things, even though some of them have not been the best. You know, it's been it's been a humbling experience for a lot of things, and I'm just glad to have met the people along the way that I've met, and I've been glad to be put in the situations that I've been in to grow and to handle some of the stuff that I've done. Now, kind of thinking about, let's see, we're at 64 minutes, it's 3:50. I actually have to go play carpool here in a little while, go pick up the kiddos from school. But I'm kind of thinking about doing some like graffiti style letters or words to kind of fill some of this space. So, you know, some stuff like Shadow, Chaos Control, Maria, the Colony Arc, just kind of some of those like terms that you would associate Shadow with. and best know him for, especially being like chaos control. Um, and I can also add, you know, David Humphrey's favorite and kind of famous line himself as Shadow the Hedgehog in I'm the coolest. So I can kind of think we're gonna add that to the canvas. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and start to wrap this stream up. Get ready to get on the road to go pick up those kiddos and keep them home safe, so we can actually go and get a few more things of paint and get some art supplies. So I'm excited about that. It's always a fun time. Go and buy stuff that I probably don't even need to have right now as far as like art supplies. But you know, I do want to get, because I have glitter paint on some of these emeralds. I want to get the red glitter paint, blue glitter paint, and then like a whitish clear glitter paint to just kind of finish that effect of the glitter on the emeralds. And then I'm just gonna, probably the next time anybody sees this picture, it'll be finished, and I haven't fully done the entire process for the painting, but I have videoed quite a bit of it, time lapse. So I'm gonna compile the videos here soon and try to push out another video in the next few days for this specific piece, because this piece should be done. I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. You know, I'm gonna add the graffiti lettering, and then I might add some of the paint drips coming down in different spots, and may add another shadow. Not really sure, but I just want to say thank you for everybody who has popped in and out of the chat, coming in and hanging out for the last 67 minutes, or just for however long anybody was in here. I want to give a shout out again to the Rushmore Show for one. I was speaking of them, talking about them, and then they popped in the chat. So I thank y'all for being here and coming in and checking out this piece. And like I said, next time you see it, it'll almost be completely finished. And I'm gonna get my schedule. That's my next step with the streaming, is to get a good schedule going for the upcoming art. So stay tuned. This is Rebel War Pig signing off. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes, watching the video. And if you have not subscribed to the channel and you like this type of art or just art in general, by all means, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Check out some of the videos, the other live streams, and some of the other art that I've created. And just stay tuned for more and get ready, because this year I'm coming out with a lot more of everything. So thanks for the support, and I'll see you again soon. Peace out.